Hey guys, it's Poochie. One of the questions I get asked most about selling online is what is better now, eBay or whatnot? So I'm going to take you through some reasons that eBay is good and whatnot is good. I'm also going to take you through some of the negatives on selling both of those platforms. So let's get into this and have a look. eBay. So on eBay, number one, you're gonna make more money. You're gonna be able to sell your products for more money on eBay because, uh, you're going to have more eyes on it. People are going to be able to see it. You're gonna be able to price it higher. That's just the way eBay works, okay? Uh, Also larger audience on eBay. eBay works with Google. eBay has, a lot of, eBay members. They've been online for what, 29 years? I've been selling, I think, on eBay for 28 years. So, larger audience, more eyes on your item means you can sell the item for more money, supply and demand, right? Whatnot, here are the great things about Whatnot. Uh, Number one, if you're doing it right, you can sell your items faster. Okay. Because it's a live auction format, that means that you put an item up, it sells. Boom. That means less work. That means you don't have to go. My bird is so excited. You don't have to go around and photograph items, measure items, come up with listings, do item specifics, etc. It's very simple. You can do no listing on an item and just hold it up and say, okay, this is a random piece of clothing. This is a random Pokemon card. This is a random baseball card, whatever, and sell like that. Now, let's get into the drawbacks because I have been selling on Whatnot for a few years and I've been selling on eBay for 27 or 28. So I know the drawbacks are both pretty well. On eBay, okay, you're gonna have slower sales because you're not going to be able to put items up and say, "Hey, look, this is for sale. Buy it right now," and have people bid on it and purchase it right then. Uh, Slower sales means you're gonna have to have more storage for your items. So whether you're selling clothing, whether you're selling uh, house sinks for houses, video games, whatever you're selling, you're going to have more inventory because of slower sales. So you're going to need more storage. Also, the thing about that is you're going to have more money invested in your inventory and not coming back as quickly. You're not going to be turning things as quickly as on Whatnot, but also you're going to be making more money. Also, more work. When you have to uh, do an item listing, no matter what it is, no matter how streamlined you have your process, to be able to list things on eBay, you're going to have to research so you know what other items similar are selling for. You're going to have to photograph the item. You're going to have to provide measurements of the items. You're going to have to provide the condition of the item. You're going to have to do all of the eBay things that they make you do, like item specifics. And you're going to have to decide whether you want to do refunds, whether you don't want to do refunds, etc. You have to set it all up, right? On Whatnot, bang, it is less money because when you are doing a live auction format and you are selling stuff faster and it is less work to do, you're going to end up making less money. So let's say an item sells for $50 on eBay. It may sell for 20 on Whatnot, may sell for 10 on Whatnot, may sell for 15 on Whatnot. Now, you don't have to sell at those prices, but a lot of people want a good deal on Whatnot. So they're going to want, if it sells for 50 on eBay, they're not going to want to pay you $50. They're going to pay you 25 or less than 25. That's what I've experienced and that's what I've seen because I've not only sold a lot on Whatnot, I've actually purchased a lot on Whatnot. Uh, it requires time. Now, what does that mean? Because I said over here, it's more work, which is more time, right? So, what does this mean requires time? Isn't that the same thing? Uh, well, it requires time to build a following. It requires time to get an audience. Uh, some of the sellers that are on Whatnot and are doing really, really well, have been on Whatnot for 3 years. I mean, as long as Whatnot has been around, and they are selling stuff consistently. Consistency is one of the biggest things with Whatnot. So, if you're selling once every 2 weeks, it's gonna take you a long time to build a following. If you're selling once a week, still gonna take you some time. If you're selling twice, 3 times a week, 5 times a week, if you're doing shows, you are going to be selling gonna take you less time to, develop your audience and gain followers, and that's the key. Now, Whatnot, when here's a good thing about Whatnot. You've sold 1,000 items, uh, they do instant payouts. So what does that mean? That means that when you sell something on Whatnot after you reach that 1,000 sale mark, they pay you immediately. They release your money to you immediately after you print the shipping label. eBay doesn't do that. Nobody does that. Whatnot does that. So it requires time to build your following. But once you have built a following and you have people coming to your shows regularly, whether they're just normal people who want to buy stuff for their collection or for gifts or for investment, even, or they are other resellers who are taking your items, right? And selling them on eBay. There's a lot of stuff that I buy on Whatnot that I resell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, and my own marketplace, thebins.net. Let me know where you prefer to sell stuff because I always like to take a little poll of where my viewers prefer to sell stuff. Is it eBay? Is it Whatnot? Is it Poshmark? Is it Facebook Marketplace? There are so many marketplaces now where you can sell things. I like to ask where that is. So drop me a comment below and tell me where. Uh, Also, potential money loss. Now, let's talk about potential money loss because big that's a big negative on Whatnot. On Whatnot, a lot of people like dollar starts, or a lot of people like $2 starts, or $3 starts, or $5 starts. If you sell something that is worth more, say you have the $50 item I was talking about earlier. You have the $50 item and you want to start it at 30 or 35. Well, you may be just holding up items and saying, okay, I have this here. And you can even say sells for $50 elsewhere. I've seen it. I'm going to ask 30. And you may not sell anything in that show. On Whatnot, they are called shows. If you run sell for 30 minutes, it's called a show, a live show. So you may not sell anything. You may have to take that $50 item and start it lower. Now, the problem with that is you could have potential money loss. Okay. So you never want to do that with products that you have spent, $20 for. You don't want to take it on Whatnot and sell it for 5. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're buying right on Whatnot as is eBay, but even more important on Whatnot because your margins are going to be smaller. So which do you think is the best platform for you? I think they both have really good points. I sell on both eBay and Whatnot. So eBay, all this is true. Make more money. I have a larger audience. Slower sales, absolutely. More storage takes time for people to see things, so slower sales, and then that means I have to have more storage for the items, and it's also more work. It's a lot more work to put 20 listings on eBay than it is to open up Whatnot and sell 20 items. Whatnot, you can sell faster. It's less work, like I just said. You're gonna make less money. you're going to make less money. You're going to want to make sure that your margins are good. You're going to want to make sure that you're buying right because you don't want to have a money loss on Whatnot. And you want to sell regularly enough and consistently enough. You want to do shows consistently several times a week. So you are building up your followers, you're building up your audience. So then hopefully when you put stuff up for auction, right? When you sell stuff, you won't have this because people will actually be bidding against each other. So that's it, guys. That is the difference between selling on eBay and selling on Whatnot. I hope this video helped you. Please remember to comment below what is your favorite selling platform. Like and subscribe. Please click the bell button for more videos like this. Remember to buy low, sell high, and subscribe, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.